Hello and welcome back to Railway Empire. To answer my question that I had at the end of the previous episode, yes, there were people walking around out in the fields. I'm not sure why they're there. It's cool though, isn't it? Maybe they're busy working. Before we start today, we've got to fix a little issue, haven't we, with our line. Our warehouse fish trains have decided to turn around in Wrexham. Now, that might be the shortest route as far as miles are concerned. Is it the shortest route as far as miles per hour is concerned? I don't think so. It's certainly going to be less disruptive if we waypoint them to head round and through that maintenance station. There is a little feature that I forget about at times because I don't use it very often, and that is the copy and paste that you have in the game. If you've forgotten, like I do often, and or you didn't even know about it, this is a nice feature. I do like that a lot. So after the fisheries, we're going to be going, which side are we? We're that side, aren't we? Yeah, we're going to be going down there. Then after the warehouse, we're going to be heading back that way. There we go. Keeping out the way, although I say that, we make a visit through the pit there, which isn't too bad. Does that suggest this is shorter? Not really. You're going to have to turn around if we go through the pit again. Is it shorter speed-wise? I'm going to say no. So after the warehouse, we're going to need yet another waypoint going down there. That should be perfect now. There we go. I don't think the difference in distance is that great running this way instead of reversing in or flipping in Wrexham. Okay, we're going to start apparently buying a coal mine near Plymouth. Are we going to be doing anything with Plymouth? Possibly not. But that isn't a definite no. Right, so we've got all this done. We're going to save and exit because I now want to copy that line. And there we go. Stations and cars are put into storage. We've now copied. I think it was copy, yeah, copy rail line. And we're going to go down to these. It's a shame you can't multi-select them. We're going to now insert those to our other trains. And there we go. All of our waypoints and stuff are copied across to the new line. And we'll just go down and do the same there. I love the way it puts them all into storage and then drags them out again. There goes our trains down the new route. And you are the last one. Hereford is still growing. Birmingham grew, didn't they? Yes. I almost forgot that that happened. And we need to get them making their clothes for a bit of extra money over this way because the network is quite a bit quieter than it is over in the northeast. Right, tailors for you. This should help Birmingham grow no end as well. And the reason we have money in the bank is so that we can straight up upgrade everything. We don't own that. We could hook up apples. If we bought it, it would be pricey. No, it wouldn't. Do you know what? Let's grab it. Again, Doc is not going to get involved with that. Watch this be the first time that he does something and decides to buy it. We should check and make sure. What is this up here? Bonus line from Belfast to Liverpool. That would be an express line, wouldn't it? Dear oh dear. Right, we've got plenty of room. Lots of fish to be had. What about down at our other new fish place? Level 2? It's just about coping. I mean, we could have a nice little run down into Swansea. They need fish. It wouldn't be disruptive to what we've got going on. And it would be a bit of extra money, wouldn't it? Guaranteed income. Freight only. Add a locomotive. Do I want a security guard? Absolutely. And the music agrees. That seems a bit of a waste to have a stoker with power for such a short journey. I mean, it would get the train there slightly quicker, I guess. Bit more power, a bit more acceleration. Do I want to make you wait till full? Yeah, then we can see if you've got any issues. There you go, Swansea. You'll have a delivery randomly. Here's the question. Does Hereford require spuds yet. They might do. They do indeed. They require milk as well. Milk. Do we have milk anywhere near? That might be something we have to bring into this warehouse, you know. I can't see milk anywhere close to us. Flow of goods. Milk. No. Where is the closest milk? Well, we've got one down here. We do have one. No, there's just nowhere pleasant, is there, for milk? Well, should we set up a line then? Get this milk up and running. We can hook in that way, but this line could have a maintenance yard that allows us to drift in at the bottom and head out at the top, and allow our through trains to head through to Oxford there. I think that's Oxford, isn't it? That's Birmingham, yes. What is this place? What is that place? Bath. There we go. We've got piggies. Both Oxford and Birmingham require piggies, although Birmingham uses Turner fattening up there. Do you know, I like this idea. It certainly wasn't on the docket today, but it looks like a nice fix to get our cities growing. Hereford might end up being a big city. In turn, that might help Birmingham grow and be another big city. I'm going to buy the milk as well once we've got this up and running. What do you need, Gran? You need a maintenance station. It's actually kind of pleasant, isn't it, down here? We've got a little bit where there are no contours at all, and we need to be going up to Hereford there. So we'll try and angle it so that we do drift off quite nicely. We do have that bottom platform free, don't we? Yeah. Meaning, if we can find a flat section through here, we should be able to... Oh, actually, yeah, that will be good for going direct to Hereford. To get into that warehouse, we could actually bypass Oxford and head into the top. That was a bit rough, wasn't it? Excessive. I like this cutting we've got going through here. No need for any sort of tunnelling. Then we've got a nice long bridge, but super flat because we have the funds now. And I don't think we're going to run out of money anytime soon. We'll have to have a look at Doc's shares. Maybe buy a few. Get you bought. Right. Could we get away? No, I don't want a maintenance yard in there. What I would like is a bypass line, however. Do I? Yes, I would like a bypass line, because we can head in the other way for our freight going direct to the warehouse. And what we might do is have a... Oh, we're going to have to be careful there because of the bridge. We need enough room to clip on. Yeah, what we might do is send a singular train direct to Hereford to help them grow. And then we'll be good, won't we? A lot of bridges along this section. Am I being lazy or carefree? Let's go with carefree. It's slightly different to being lazy, isn't it? Right, let's get a station in Bath. I mean, more people travelling around our network does help the growth of the towns it connects to. So this is going to supply more people to our network. Ooh, what angle do we want to go around there? It's a bit rough to get to Cardiff. They kind of want to go Yeovil and Southampton, don't they? But we're right on this river. So it's all going to be a question, what can we get away with? I mean, terminals would be nice, but if we can get far enough away from the river, perhaps like that, we can have a direct line that avoids this, go up into Hereford. And we'll set a couple of trains up doing this as well. Yeah, that's going up into Hereford. I like it. And we can join as close to the station as we possibly can. Okay, that bridge is just excessive. We're going to change that a little bit. I mean, I love a good bridge, but come on. That wouldn't be a thing, would it? We can have some sort of grade. At the risk of it taking a while to build, well, I mean, it's not too bad given where we cross. I mean, the grade's kind of pleasant. Perhaps we can lower it just a touch. Well, we've got the cutting as well, haven't we? So that would make a tunnel. Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. Tunnel. Out. Healthy bridge. But then we've got this slope to deal with, which we could do. We can even that out a little bit. It's a bit of extra fun, isn't it? I like that. Yeah, there we go. It's a smaller bridge. I mean, we could pop in here and share the line. But I think I'd just prefer to keep this little run out the way. Because it's cheap enough, isn't it, to do that. Rather than busy up a single line. Right, supply tower. You're going to be pretty much on your own. We'll have you just there. Near the tunnel. And you are going to connect in to the rest of the network this way, heading north by that maintenance yard. Is that north? Let's press Alt and N. Yes, well, it's kind of heading east, isn't it? More than anything. Yeah, east to north, eventually. And south. I guess it's heading everywhere. Well, that's a lovely connection, nice and smooth. I guess we have the option to branch that off into London as well, yeah. We don't have too many trains running down to London. Okay, let's buy this. It should be low. Yeah, it is. 715k. Again, Doc is not going to get involved with that, is he? At all. Then we can get us a nice large train station, because what we can do with this, maybe send a train or two out to any potentially large cities that we could use them. That needs just a little top off of milk. Including, I guess, Brighton and Dover. We could send them all that way. I mean, we are going to have trains heading into... Have I done this the wrong side? I think you have. Yeah, this should be the southern tracks. That's fine. We'll drift off from that point. Easy fix. The other side is going to go up and connect into there. Past the old piggies there. We're going to drift round and hopefully pop in that way. So the eastern side is the one that's heading to Hereford, and the western side is heading to... Is it east and west? It's very disorientating. It's sort of east and west, isn't it? We are looking north right now. Exactly north. Well, that's pleasant. I like that. Yeah, we can even, I think, get away with a little connection across this bridge. And then we've even got access to London that way, should we want to. We've got meat to get there as well, haven't we? I briefly mentioned that, where we could have a station and hopefully hook into here. That wouldn't be a bad idea. If we have a big station, we can have it quite far away. And yeah, we could even go even more direct, couldn't we? We could go that way, depending on where we can squeeze it in. Alright, let's get some signalling going. There we go, guys. Signalled and supply towered. If we've missed anything, the game will happily tell us. We do have a way to get into Bath, should we want them to grow as well. What sort of large station can we squeeze in on this line? Because I would like to get that hooked up. It's right over there, isn't it? We'd have to go... Yeah, we'd have to go quite close to the main line. It would separate it nicely, and it would kind of allow us to drift in, not to Birmingham, because Birmingham and Oxford are going to use that. So that doesn't really matter. But what we could do is drift in the other direction, couldn't we? Because we can now head down, I would imagine, to Southampton. Yes, we do have another maintenance station down here, as well as Brighton. Does London get milk? In fact, we should forget about London a little bit. They do from up there. But we should forget about them a tiny bit. The reason being is they've already surpassed 120,000. They're not going to help us too much, although their end products would. Possibly, but they're at maximum anyway, aren't they? So yeah, that would be superfluous. Alright, so we'll just use these bottom platforms to drift in here. And we'll leave the other ones open. I mean, we could connect them into the other line running parallel with us. This one's going to be a little trickier. That's a little too tight, isn't it? We could have a horrendous junction going into there, or we could have it possibly a little tidier, drifting in up there, which means that might be a better platform for us to come out of. There we go. We'll get these signalled up together. We should put a little signal just there so they can edge up to the junction ahead of them. And we're going to run down this side. We're not doing your express line from Belfast to Liverpool. I mean, we could, but that kind of starts drifting away from what we should be doing, which is getting our cities growing, and somehow Hereford has become one of them. And I don't mind that at all. Good on Hereford. It's surprising how quickly they go. And I think Birmingham would be a good candidate anyway. We can also think about something to throw into that warehouse later. Maybe cheese and milk, because we do lack cheese and milk, possibly around this area. The Midlands, heading up into the Midlands. Yeah. New line. Let's send a singular train into Hereford. You chose the right one, you're beautiful. Freight only. And we'll get that running immediately. And, oh, well, I mean, they could make cheese, couldn't they? Possibly. These guys could make cheese. Wrexham has grown. Whoa, you're not shy. I absolutely love that, guys. The music. I thought we've had double exciting songs, haven't we? Or excited songs, exciting music. What did I say I was building here? I think it was going to be whatever take. The fish pies. Fish pies, I remember. Yeah, let's get some fish pies underway. We've got spam up there, and this will be some fish pie. We have the connection to the fish there. We can up the delivery of fish as well. And I think they're going to take it down to that warehouse, which we need to set up possibly more trains. We've got grain down here as well. Yeah, that's perfect for them, isn't it? There you go, Wrexham fish pies. We'll get you bumped up because we have a lot of money in the bank. Time hasn't moved that fast. We've been doing a lot of building. It just feels that time has moved quickly. Do you know, we need to buy this. They're not doing anything with it. I don't know why. Perhaps we didn't. Doc, please stop. That rhymes. Doc, please stop. I think we've finished fighting with Doc. This is an extremely expensive meat industry. Thanks, Doc. I see what you do. I mean, I guess I would get involved. Did we set up a pig run? I don't think we did we? No, surely we did. Yes, we did. We just need more trains. I'll tell you what then, you're going meat. Prepare yourself for a little warning. I don't know what you said there, Doc. You were just talking trash. Oh, he's sabotaging something. I don't know what. I don't really care. We're short on iron, I noticed. What are you sabotaging? Hereford! You cheeky monkey. Well, that's fine. That's fine. We've got to sort out plenty of other stuff around the map. Let's boost our iron production. We might need another train in there. Or is our train just waiting? What are you doing? Being serviced isn't helping much. You are heading to Birmingham anyway. Where's our train? I mean, I just don't think we're taking enough, are we? We're going to clone it. What do you do? Okay. Cloning was a little excessive. Yes. I'm going to delete it. Yeah, we don't need that. Cloning is excessive. You need to be... Did I delete the right one? Yes, you did. It was just a lacking in production then, more than anything. Because you weren't picking up all the apples anyway. Although they probably don't need many apples. I think it's just waiting around a bit. We'll leave it like that for now. I don't like what you're doing here, Doc. Talking of Doc. Oh, we can take out a new loan for 40 million, guys. Dear oh dear. Can we squeeze a few shares? They are 2.2 million. Well, there goes some of our money. We're nearly up to 50% though. I'm going to go for buying him. Is that the Belfast to Liverpool? Yeah, we don't want that. Saboteur We could return the favour, but we don't really want to disrupt our cities that we've got train stations in, including Glasgow. At the same time, we don't want to feed him money, do we? Who's the other person we got? Oh, yes, it was the saboteur. No, we're not doing that. Absolutely not. Let's upgrade our milk here because we're going to be making a bit of cheese, I think, somewhere. Possibly Hereford. Yeah, because Birmingham is making clothes. We could have Birmingham make cheese. Hereford grows despite your attempts at sabotage there. Oh, he's probably sabotaged one of the industries. So I guess we get cheese underway. Cheese over here would be kind of lovely, wouldn't it? And then we'll... yeah, there we go. He's got the weaving factory. You naughty man. Oh, yeah, we spent some money on your shares, so we're not flush with cash anymore. We'll see how quickly it takes our money to go back up. Let's get... What do we want in here? We want cheese in here and possibly milk. Milk seems like not a bad idea. Oh, no, yeah, we got clothes, tweed, cement, fish, milk, cheese. I feel like I said cheese twice. Double cheese. Sounds lovely. Right, but there we go. We've got that up and running. We'll upgrade you again. We'll get more milk direct. Again, sounds like a mail order company. Milk direct. Away you go. Let's get some milk delivered to the warehouse because that does connect to Wrexham as well. And if it doesn't, it will do. It does. Yeah, so we can get Wrexham some milk. Freight only. Let's give you wait until full. You shouldn't be returning with anything. We should just be dropping off the milk. And I would like to get you shifted down the main line. So yes, we'll go with you. And we'll go with you. Less maintenance is always a good thing as well. Does Birmingham require milk yet? I managed to click on an industry. That's pretty impressive. You do? Well, let's have just a singular train then. Yeah, that's kind of lovely. It's going to be more for top up than anything else. And we'll get you, wait until full. We're definitely going to have to upgrade that milk farm, aren't we? The cow farm down here, the pasture. So let's get you upgraded. Oh, that escalated quickly. I love it. There we go. You're making what was that? 72? Yeah. 11.1 per week. That's more than enough, I think. Even for our production of cheese. Bandit. No, we're just not going to get into that. I would like an analyst, please. That would be perfect. Right, let's get some mixed trains running. Do they need to be mixed? They do between these two. That might give them another source of meat. Automatic. Absolutely. We just got a security guard as well. That's kind of nice. You go on there. It's a shortish run. And do we have a conductor that will please you? No, but you're professional. That's what I'm going to say instead of indifferent. I was going to say we'll put some cars to make even more money, but yeah, it's full. Well, do you know what? I kind of like the idea. Dining car, mail car. Lovely. Looks like a proper old-fashioned train now, doesn't it? With those on there. Or an excursion train. You've got plenty on. But we can always double you up. There we go. You're taking meat now. Oh, yes. This is mixed. You don't want those on your Burke. Oh, I was all sorts of happy, guys, that I put those on, and you actually don't want them because you could be taking food, and they don't really care about comfort. I mean, they might. Let's get rid of you. Personnel? Sure, just a random train with lots of people on. There we go, we'll sort that out. Let's get a maintenance building on you, and we'll get another one running into Oxford, because why not? This is the one we can put it on. This is the one we can put it on. Passengers and mail only. Get you on there. You get the dining car and the mail car. There we go. And a conductor. There. Yeah, always busy. Even to Oxford. Oxford Station will need expanded. About time. And then we'll go and check on what else we've got going on around the map. Did we build everything? Yes. Has Norwich stalled? Norwich is kind of stalled. Do we have enough trains running this line? I think so. We have 2, don't we? Are you getting enough stuff? Well, you know what you can have? A museum down in Dover. Dover's sea museum. Shipping. I don't know. Maritime. That's the word you were looking for. We'll get you upgraded. You have plenty of logs in storage. So yes, that is going to work well for you. Which is good. Are we... Yeah, we've got plenty in stores. Do we have enough in stores there? I would like to free up the train heading to Norwich because we could have a nice little route that joins in with this one and bypasses all of this shenanigans, because currently they're running down here, I think. It's Lloyd logging. We only have 1, so this is a good time to do it. Large train station. We will have to cross the river if we want to connect to both, which we do. And it's going to split the network a little bit. But this looks like a nice route for me down here. Out the way, isn't it? It's going to bypass the... Yeah, it's going to bypass the orchard quite nicely. We can come in at the bridge, I'm hoping. A few little bridges along the route. That's kind of nice. You could picture some... Well, there could be some floodwater that comes through there. And here could be a little farm road. Or is it another area for floodwater, perhaps? Yeah, there we go. Get you a supply tower, then we can reroute our train that is heading into Norwich this way. Norwich is actually dropping. That's not good to see at all. But you are probably lacking in goodies. I mean, this is the perfect example of why we are rerouting that train. And we do have new trains on there. So setup line, where you want to go is actually from Johnston Fisheries and get rid of Lloyd logging. So you'll go that way instead. Perfect. And now we've done that, we can duplicate you. There we go. You're taking loads of fish. In fact, have a couple more. Make sure... I'm doing it, guys. We're having 4 run that because we're off the main line. We go down here. This area is kind of quiet, isn't it? Oh, do you know, we're a bit low on apples. Let's upgrade that. Our money has flown up. Oh, we're short on grain, you plonker. Let's get that boosted, shall we? That'll explain a few issues we had down in London. There we go. That's more than enough for you. I love the way that we could just upgrade that. This might need an upgrade. The fisheries down there, Johnston Fisheries and Lloyd logging is actually okay. How's the milk doing? Milk is going to need an upgrade again. Lots of milk for us. That should be okay for now. That should be okay for now. We can make planks in Oxford if we can get Oxford growing somehow. They need grain and fish. No easy way for that to happen, is there? I guess a route from here wouldn't be too terrible, depending on how much we have in there. No grain. Do we have grain on the south coast? We do have some here. Would have to run through London currently. We could drift off here though. Possibly. Or we could join in up there, couldn't we? Yeah, well, you could go a little more direct and head that way. That wouldn't be a bad idea. And then that would avoid London. Be a direct line, wouldn't it? I mean, it's a horrible bridge, but what can you do? That's a bypass. It would be nice to get some grain heading into Oxford. They'll probably take pigs as well. Not really what we want to take, but if they take some, it's okay by me. Right, there we go. You've got that's a long old journey, but there is a maintenance yard on the way. Edinburgh has grown again. What are you going to make, Edinburgh? Before we go, in fact, that'll be the last thing we do. Something to do with wood, perhaps. It's right there. Maybe some planks. What are you making? Yeah, maybe some planks. I like that. We could make paper, of course, but they don't have any of the earlier stuff up this end just yet. Planks for you, but we're not going to set that up We need to concentrate on what's happening down here. I would like to get Oxford shifting, if possible. Let's set up a little line from... Is it that one? No, it's this one, isn't it? It's got to go... Oh, yeah, that's a rough old journey. Could we branch up into there? I mean, it's a bit messy. I'll tell you what, it's a long journey, but we'll give Oxford something to smile about. This is the shortest route, but I really don't want to run through London. So you're going to go via that line, little branch line, heading through the countryside there. There, that will be fine. Yeah, wait until full, freight only. You're not going to... Well, you might take pigs. We'll see. We'll see. That might change. Yeah, sure. I have a security guard. That might change once we've got these pigs hooked up, which we might do. I guess we could have added this train station encompass the two, but given how many pigs we might have to deliver to Oxford, this is okay. Separate. There we go, guys. Quite a bit done. We have a lot going on now, don't we? We can upgrade this cheese factory now. Dairy farm. And we can upgrade the weeding? The weaving factory. We're doing no weeding. Well, we should be, I guess. Right. That was a lot. We don't need spies anymore, do we? Haven't we completed all of our research? What on earth would we steal? Wrexham is growing. Fish pies are being made. Fish pies will be delivered down to the warehouse there eventually. And we have a train, don't we, running into the warehouse. That's Murray Farm. Are they running from here into warehouse 1? They are. We might need another one doing that. There we go. It's very busy down here. What is that grew? Birmingham grew. Well, I've got to put it down, guys. Again, the episode is going to be 5 days long. I get so excited. I could play it. And I possibly could play it all night. But then I'd have an editing nightmare on my hands. Right. Birmingham has grown. We put a museum in. We should upgrade their clothing factory. They have plenty of tweed because of our efficient little network. And now we'll go and find a train to go ride. Alright guys, another busy one. We are leaving the station over between Dover and Brighton to Oxford. And we're going via the branch line we just set up. And it's kind of lovely. We bypass London completely. Something that would be advisable. It is very busy over there. And this gives us a chance to keep moving. Again, it might be longer in distance, but possibly shorter in time. Although I'm not overly convinced with this one. It does go out the way a bit, but sort of how local lines work, branch lines. I enjoyed myself immensely, as usual. I can't wait for Railway Empire 2. If I'm still having this much fun in the first game, and it's all going to be shiny and new. So, it's going to rhyme, isn't it? It's all going to be shiny and new in Railway Empire 2. What a way to end. Thank you for watching, guys, and until next time, take care.